We are recording.
There we go.
There you are.
I had to do an emergency switch of computers like 2 minutes before this started, and I'm like,
Doesn't that always happen? Well, you know, of course, if you needed more time, I would have given it to you.
I know, I appreciate that. But I think it's okay. I switched from my desktop to my laptop, and it's all good.
Well, welcome. I'm not going to make this long.
Okay.
You know that what we're doing online is in the Slack channel all centered around this fundamental principle that it's good business to make a difference in the lives of those we work with, do business with, and seek business from. And it's really that simple for me, you know, and that's what I created the Secret Sauce Society to do, to put everybody in a room that has a giving mindset. And then the Slack channel, which we're still trying to create some momentum in. People are joining, trying to create engagement. And one of the things that we want to do is create a member spotlight.
Love it.
So guess who's the spotlight today?
Yay! I'm your guinea pig.
So I am going to ask you Andrew type questions. I hope you're ready for them. They are not your typical questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Bring it on.
We want for people to get to know Carrie Morgan, so that they know you first and then what you do after. Because once you know the whole person and you can relate to the person, of course you would want to help them. So I'm going to ask you, you know what's big with me, this acronym I use called GAS, which stands for give a shit. You know all that about me, right?
Yeah,
so let me ask you, Carrie Morgan, what do you really give a shit about?
That's such a loaded question.
Well, I didn't say this was going to be fair.
I know. And I think what I give a shit about from a personal level and a business level are very...
I want you to answer it in the way you feel you need to answer it.
Okay. I give a shit about helping people do a better job of whatever they're passionate about. And I think that translates from a personal perspective a little different than a business perspective. But they're married too. Like, I spend so much of my personal time creating things to help professionals improve their skills and tackle things they're intimidated by. Like this Modern Communicator Facebook group and mentoring group is a great example of that. It's free. I'm investing my own personal time to set it up, and it's all about connecting professionals in the industry to help each other out, because I think there's not enough opportunities to sit down face to face with people and say, I'm so frustrated with this, and I'm, failing at it, and it's, driving me insane. What's working for you guys? Or, what's the biggest lesson you failed at and learned something important by? And I think that willingness to give a shit by being curious and always testing new things and being willing to fail, even if it's in a major
and being
public
vulnerable
way, is critical.
And vulnerable. What I heard from you is you're being vulnerable to a degree. So let me ask you, why do you think you give a shit about helping people so much? Where does that come from?
I don't know. And I think it's been part of me, because when I was 10, I lived in downtown Seattle at the bottom of Capitol Hill in this great big 100-year-old house. And I would sit down on the granite steps and strap on my roller skates and roller skate in front of the house. And across the street, there was this monastery, believe it or not, of Buddhist monks. And I don't remember a lot about it because I was a kid, but I friggin' taught one of them to roller skate.
Get out of here. You taught a monk how to roller skate?
I taught a monk how to roller skate. And in my 20s, I lived and breathed horses, and I taught little girls in pony club how to jump their ponies over their jumps. And I mean, I've just, that wanting to teach and test and talk to people to move, to raise the bar, I guess, has always been just a piece of who I am, I
Well,
think.
it
So,
sounds like it, because it sounds like your natural disposition. You know, monks dress different, they look different, they wear orange garbs, they shave their head. And you obviously, even at an early age, were not even intimidated to go up to them and make a friend.
I guess
You
not.
know, so it says something about you. Was there anybody in your home that was like that?
No, no.
So you were an oddball.
Oh yeah, I'm a total oddball. In fact, I'm the
She
only
still is,
non-athlete
by
in my
the
entire
way.
family.
She still is, for those that don't know. So, well, that's what I know about you. So that, I mean, that checks out in my Abby normal brain, that you have a lot of gas. And that's the one thing nobody can teach. You can't take a course in it, right? You just were that way, right? You can't teach it. There's no book in it. So how, last question, in what you're doing today, because we're all reinvented souls. You've reinvented yourself. You got bored. You got burnt out. You've done different things. You are considered a marketing thought leader. You had a best-selling book. You've had amazing clients and delivered amazing results for your clients. Um, my question is, are you relating what is intrinsic in you, this helping people, to what you're doing now? Is it a really big part of what you're doing now?
Yes, absolutely.
How so?
Um, my day tomorrow. I'm going to an agency and training their people on how to
You
do.
are.
I
We
am.
talked about getting you plugged into agencies. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and I have
So
three
you're
meetings over the
training
next
a
couple of
marketing
weeks.
agency on, tell them what? Tell our audience what you're training them on.
Well, this particular agency is a PR agency, and I'm teaching their entire team how to wrap basic SEO techniques into the content they're creating, the press releases and articles and things like that. How to look at a client's website and know what the priority keywords are that that client has embedded in their site and how to use them in content, basically. So they're kind of supporting those client priorities without having to ask the client.
What's the most satisfying thing you get from that?
Um, I don't know. I guess just hearing other people's success stories. They come back and they say, Carrie, this made a difference and here's why. Or I've always wondered about that. And thank you,
So
for not
that's
making
really
me
what
feel
drives
stupid.
you. I mean, look, we like money. Everybody likes money. We don't work for free, but you know, some people are driven more on different kinds of things other than money. What you've expressed to me is you like money, but that's not really the driving force for you. What the driving force for you is helping people.
Oh, absolutely.
And you wonder why you're in the secret sauce society. I mean, duh, you know. So, how would people, so now here's your last minute pitch. You got 30 seconds to say what you do, how people can contact you, find you, other than just smoke signals.
Okay. Well, I'm a keyword analyst, which is a new but old specialty for me. I mean, I've done a focus on ROI and conversion my entire career, but the last few months I've switched to doing big client retainer work to just focusing on content analysis. So I help companies and agencies improve their content and their SEO so they're getting better results from it. I'd say 9 out of 10 websites I look at don't use the right keywords. So they might be bringing in traffic, but it's the wrong traffic or it's generic traffic, and it simply doesn't convert into revenue for them. So I help them fix that. You can find me at carriemorgan.com.
And okay, I love that. So you are a hyper specific specialist.
Very
You're
much
a hyper
so.
specialist. So the last thing, here it comes. Who are great people, if there are people in this group that you could be introduced to? So not just agencies, of course, but who are the people that could refer you to agencies as you see it?
I'm finding when I when I think about companies, about brands, the best contacts for me are the C-suite. So the president, CEOs, the chief marketing officers. And these
Of
are
course
companies,
they are,
yeah,
but
and they're companies that they have a marketing team and they're doing content marketing, but they're frustrated because they're not getting the kind of ROI that they're
okay,
expecting.
that's a direct client. Now, who would be people that could refer you those kind of people? In other words,
Hmm.
because not everybody knows agencies, but they know lawyers, they know accountants, they know
Mhm.
executive consultants that may consult to an agency. What are the good relationships for you to develop to get to these people? And if you don't know, that's okay. But when you do know, we should post that in your ask, because sometimes it's very difficult for people to say, well, I don't really know, a chief marketing officer for Carrie, or I don't really know, for any of those people. But more everyday people, bankers who have relationships
Mm.
with, those companies, those are, I think, good relationships for you over
Yeah, for sure.
time. So, um, so you hear that, audience, people who have relationships with executives. So executive consultants, like a fractional or part-time CFO, a banker, maybe a business lawyer. Those are good people for Carrie to know, to start building relationships in the community to generate referrals for her business other than the obvious direct referral.
Yeah.
So, Carrie Morgan, you are a joy. I don't know how we lost touch. I'm so glad to have you back in my life and be a part of this. This is going to grow and take off. You are here at the formative level, which means, because you've been so brave to be the first one with very few people in the community, we will have to have you back when there's a lot of people in the community.
Nice. I'd be
Okay?
happy to.
So thank you, thank you, thank you. And this, everyone, was your Secret Sauce Society uh, open mic with Andrew and Carrie Morgan at carriemorgan.com. I wish you all a good day. And remember, it's good business to make a difference in the lives of those we work with, do business with, and seek business from. Have a great day.
Absolutely.
Have
Thank
a
you.
great day. Bye, Carrie.
You too. Bye bye.